Meteorologist Joe Bastardi, whether or not, and we're going to see whether or not Dorian is going to intensify coming to the coast. I think it is, and I will explain my reasons. First of all, here's our track this morning, calling for landfall category 1 through 2. I now think it'll be 2 or 3, and it'll be a 2 or 3 out there. And the reason is this is now beginning to move over the warmer water, and that's one thing. And there's another thing. I'm going to get to the map, and I'm going to show you this little trick here, forecasting trick, okay, as to why this may deepen coming to the coast. It has nothing. It has as much to do with global warming, it intensifying coming to the coast, as the 55 millibar weakening that it had, okay? In other words, nothing. All right, I'm going to show you the reasons. Now, here's where I think Dorian will be worse than Florence and Matthew here, and in this part of North Carolina, Florence will win in here. So I don't think this storm is as bad as Florence in here, but I think it's worse than Florence and Matthew up here and down here. Here's the the radar shot, and you can see the eye is becoming more and more concentric here, not eccentric, concentric. Here's the cloud shot. Now let me use this to try to make my point. This is going to be moving almost directly at Charleston till it gets to about right here. All right. And what happens is, especially at night, the air over land tries to blow toward the water, right? See? Tries to, because it cools over the land at night. And it's very, very strong out over the water from almost the isobaric direction. But that causes convergence, is added convergence as this comes to the coast. So what happens, you saw, your classic case was Hugo. Hugo deep in 25 millibars coming to the coast and tightened up. Now, I think this is going to deepen down into the mid-950s. I could see the 940s because late tonight, if everything just gets in line, the pressure is going to fall. Remember, there's two rules here. The one has to do with the convergence. That's why if you ever watch, there's always thunderstorms offshore here in the morning in the summertime. There's late night, early morning thunderstorms because the cooler air is trying to come off land. So there's an area of natural convergence because of the way the coastline is shaped. So it comes toward the coast, but the other thing is it's moving now. And the old timers rule for prime speed for intensification is 8 to 16 miles an hour. Now, why is that? Because if it's under 16, there's generally pretty low shear. All right, it's not like moving westward 25 or 30. Right. The other thing is, if it's moving more than 8, it's coming over fresher, warm water. It's not, the water's upwelling, but mainly from the storm behind it. So it's getting a new source of energy. So that convergence and the idea that it's moving now will make it very interesting. I think it's going to get to within 20 miles of Charleston. And then the stronger it gets, now this is interesting too. Everything's interesting to me. The stronger it gets, the more it will try to bounce off the coast, because remember, it doesn't. The enhanced convergence is right in here, right? It's not over the land, so it could come right up in here and then go around Cape Romaine, may go around Cape Fear. Finally, when this coast turns straight east, is when it may try to go in completely. Now, I do think it's going to brush Cape Fear, brush Cape Lookout, go inside Hatteras, and then out. And there's still the little debate about New England. Again, they're going to have a nor'easter in Providence and Boston. They're going to have tropical storm conditions in southeast New England. And, if this thing comes 100 miles further north, then you're talking about the Cape and Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. All right? So it'd be cool if I could get a phone call from President Obama and say, Joe, how about coming out here and at this juncture, riding out the storm? Nope. No one will invite me to the Hamptons or Martha's Vineyard. That's it for now. Enjoy the weather. It's the only weather you got.